Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and today I am so excited for this video because we are doing another installment of my Project Use It Up, and this is the Spring 2022 edition. I have been trying to do Project Use It Ups in 2-month increments rather than the whole season of the season that I do it in. Specifically, this is spring. So last month I was using whatever I wanted in my collection, but I am getting a little nervous and a little antsy because I am going to be moving out of this home and I will be moving into a different city. So that means that I will be hauling back and forth my hygiene fine fragrance mist products, and I kind of wanted to get rid of a whole bunch, which I did in a declutter, and now the goal is to use a whole bunch of products. I have 45 products that I want to at least try to use up in the next 2 months. So we shall see, for you and I, you and me, whoever's watching this right now, if I will be able to get through all of these products. I probably won't be able to get through at least 10 for sure. I have a ton of products to show you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Here's the first basket, and this is like my normal average pink one, and then I also have the big brown one that if you have been on this channel, you know how big that big brown basket is. First round that we have is shower gels, and a lot of you guys have been asking me what kind of shower gels, what kind of products I will be using during the springtime. This will be the majority of it. I will also show you guys like a what's in my shower one day. So the first shower gel that I have is from Bath and Body Works. This is champagne sprinkles. This smells like a literal raspberry sprinkle. It has more of a cream cheese fragrance to it, and I'm not mad about it, but here is the progress. I used it a little bit a long time ago, but this is the starting point. Gussie is going crazy. I've been trying my best to use shower gels a lot faster, and the way that I do it is I put a whole bunch of product onto my net sponge, so that's how I do it. Anyways, the next one I have is Cotton Candy Clouds. This was the limited edition packaging from Canada, and they brought it to the US a while back ago. The starting point is around the same as the champagne sprinkles though, but this is Boardwalk Taffy in a bottle. If you know me, Boardwalk Taffy is one of my favorite fragrances, so I'm really excited to get some use out of that, especially for the springtime. I've been into fresh and clean fragrances, so I have been neglecting a couple of my gourmand, sugary, sweet fragrances, so I want to get some use out of that. Another Bath and Body Works shower gel that I want to use up is Honeysuckle Peach Tea. For some reason, I think that this is like the best fragrance for the springtime. The notes are honeysuckle blooms, juicy peaches, and sweet tea. I'm from the South, so when we have sweet tea here, we don't have iced tea. It's more like actual sugary sweet tea. Like you can't taste tea. It tastes just like sugar water with a hint of tea, but this has like a peachy brew tea flavor. It smells so good. It smells amazing. So I think this will be really great for the springtime. The starting point is almost exactly like the other two. Next up, I have Pink Tie Dye for the shower gel. This has Pink Lady Apple, Water Lotus, and Cotton Blossom. This would be a really good springtime fragrance. This does have a little bit more apple in it, more than like clean, fresh, and fun. But this is actually really fun. It's really good. This is going to be great for the shower whenever I want something nice, fresh, but a little bit sugary, but not too like synthetic sugar. It's like a fruit, and that's what Pink Tie Dye is. The starting point is a little bit lower than the others, but it's still the same for the last three. Okay, the last Bath and Body Works shower gel that I do have other shower gels. This one is Cactus Blossom. It's probably one of my favorite spring fragrances that I actually do not use during the springtime. It's funny because I always tell you guys like Cactus Blossom is probably one of the best fragrances for the springtime. It's like a nice floral, but it's not too overdone. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little mature, but a little bit like adolescent, which I kind of like as well. But I think this is going to be a great way for me to use a little bit of florals into the springtime. It's filled to the brim, so the starting point is right up here. You guys notice all these products are like pink. I love it. I'm wearing pink today too for spring. When I think of spring, I think of pink. Speaking of pink, I do have this product that I started using a couple of weeks ago in the shower, and then I took it out to use a different shower gel. The one that I've been using right now is the OGX Argan Oil, but I have like a huge family size tub of it, so I've been trying to use that up alongside with like having other people use it up too. Sometimes we have guests coming over on the weekend. This is the OGX Rose Water and Pink Sea Salt, and this smells really good. It has more of a saltier note to it than what I wish it didn't have. I wish it had more of a floral fragrance, but it does. It's really good. Here is where it's at. It was like around here, but I've been trying to use up more of my drugstore, anything really, because I have a huge hygiene body care closet in my bathroom that's filled with stuff. It's filled with so much shower gel that I need to get through it, right? Okay, so I'm looking forward to use this. It's gonna be good for like those days where I don't want something too sugary and synthetic. Another drugstore body wash that I have here is this Caress Shea Butter and Brown Sugar. I love this one so much. I talk about this once in a while, but I feel like I don't talk about it so much. It does have like a, when I'm smelling it through the bottle, I think it has like that plasticky smell from the bottle, but when you put it onto like a loofah, a washcloth, a African net sponge, it smells so good. And it's not too gourmand to the point where you're baking cookies in the shower, but it is enough to the point where you get that nice cakey, sugary feel. So I'm looking forward to use this up. This is how much I have left, and I really do enjoy Caress body washes. They're really nice for the drugstore price. Another creamy body wash that I have been looking forward to use, that I kind of put it all the way to the back. This is the St. Ives Oatmeal and Shea Butter Soothing Body Wash. I got this from Dollar General. They have the smaller ones from at Dollar General and other stores like I think Walgreens and CVS, but they have the bigger ones at Target for like $1 or $2 more. This one smells really good. I think it's going to be great for those soothing bath nights when I want to relax and have like a creamy oatmeal bath. I've been really getting into oatmeal lately, especially for skincare too, but we are at right here. Nice. And the last shower gel that I want to use up, this might not sound very spring-like, but it is almost aromatherapy-like. Before I got into hygiene, I was really into peppermint fragrances. That was like my one ride or die fragrance. I needed to have peppermint during the winter time, year round anyways, but Soft Soap always released a drugstore peppermint body wash. They never really have peppermint body washes in the drugstore so often, but in the winter time they did, and I always stocked up before I got into hygiene because this was like my favorite fragrance. Sometimes they do repackages, like they'll change the name of it, but it's still the same fragrance. This is the Soft Soap limited edition Starlight Soiree Peppermint. They always change the packaging every year, but I'm at right here. It smells so good. It's like a nice peppermint, not too sugary but not too aromatherapy like, but it's leaning more towards like the aromatherapy peppermint, but it is still sweet though. It smells so good. I want to get through this though. So this is going to be amazing for those hot days. And I think starting this week, it's going to get a little bit hotter. It has been a little chilly the past week. Anyways, I do have another shower product I want to show you guys. This is the Jergens Weightless Wet Skin Moisturizer, and it's kind of like a in-shower lotion. If you have like in-shower shower oils, that's kind of like the same like vibe as well. But this is where you apply after showering. Your skin's still wet, and then with this one you don't have to rinse off, but there are some like the Olay one where you have to rinse it off. I haven't been using this as much because I have been doing a great job at putting lotion on afterwards, but I think there are or might be some days when I feel a little blue, aka sad, where I don't want to put on lotion, and I think this will be a really great option. But I am going to start adding this into my routine because I feel like this might be a little bit like a frivolous, like you don't really necessarily need it, but this is perfect for beginners who don't really like the feeling of lotion but want to start moisturizing a tiny bit more. I don't know where I'm at layered wise. It is pretty heavy though. I will say it's not right at the middle, but it's not right at the top. So it's like kind of like 3/4. I can't see through this, and I would weigh it, but I'm really bad at math, so I'm not going to weigh it, but I will let you guys know if I have used this frequently, infrequently, somewhere in the middle. But I want to use this and get rid of it and let you guys know if it's really worth the hype after the end of it. Today my hair has been not cooperating with me. I have a couple of sugar scrubs that I want to get through, and Tree Hut releases new sugar scrub fragrances like every 3 months, and it's gotten to the point where it's filled my entire little section of Tree Hut scrubs. So I've decided that I'm going to start using the limited edition ones as well, because there's no point in me using it like a couple times and then leaving it to rot. I love collecting things, but I also love using them up. So the first one that I have here is Frosted Sugar Cookie. I don't know if they still make this one, and if they do, good. But this one has more of like a cinnamon fragrance, but I'm up to right here for that. I'm really excited to use it during the springtime. This will give me like my snickerdoodle fragrance to it, and it's more of like a buttery cookie rather than like sugary sweet cookie. So I have this in the project. I'm excited to use that up. Those days when I want more of like a spa-like feel, I'm going to use this one. This is Tahitian Vanilla Bean, one of my all-time favorites. This is a hit or miss for some people, because if you haven't smelled this before, the name Tahitian Vanilla Bean can be a little deceiving because it's not really sugary vanilla. It's more of like a aromatherapy, relaxing spa-like vanilla. It's still good though, to me, in my opinion. I really do like it. So I'm up to right here. Right? Maybe it's a little bit lower. I'm not good at lighting. I'm kind of blind as well. I try to exfoliate, but sometimes I forget to exfoliate. Yeah, I like to keep at least 1 or 2 sugar scrubs in the shower, but I've actually used up a couple of them, so I haven't replenished it into my shower. The last sugar scrub that I want to use up is this really limited discontinued Tree Hut scrub, and it still smells fine, you guys, don't worry. They expire, but they don't expire that fast. Their shelf life is longer than body creams from Bath & Body Works, so give or take. This is the Lemon Blueberry Tart. It has a very lemony, a hint of blueberry tart fragrance, and I am at this line right here. Yeah, honestly my foot's asleep so I can't feel anything, but that's the 3 sugar scrubs that I have in this project Use It Up. Now let's get started with the lotions. There we go. Here is the other box. This is for all you new besties out there who have never seen this one. It's really heavy and my foot's asleep, so I can't feel anything right now. We have this one right here. I've actually flipped this one upside down because I have been using this within the past week and a half, 2 weeks. This is a Magnolia Charm. It's a nice, fresh and clean fragrance, but it has a floral into it as well. Here is where I am at. I'm going to measure this. Hopefully I can remind myself when I watch this back to measure it this way rather than this way. I have this much left, and I definitely know that I can get through with it. I went on a huge binge on using Magnolia Charm last year, and I got really sick of it, but I'm using it again and I kind of like it, so it's been great. I bought way too many backups. I gave away a whole bunch to friends and sisters, so there's that one. Next up is Blooming Garden. I kind of want to get this out of the way because I feel like this one, even though it's a nice, almost sharp spring floral fragrance, it's been in my collection for a while now that I kind of want to get more use out of it. I'm not too sure, because of how strong this fragrance is, if I will get through this whole thing, but as long as I get through at least half or a quarter left, but then it kind of defeats the purpose. I might as well use the rest if it's only a quarter left, because I don't want to have a quarter left of product inside a plastic bottle to bring with me when I move. That's everything that goes in my head, but I'm at right here. Ooh, nice. And I did use this at least once or twice in the last couple of weeks as well. If you want to see products that I did recently use when I was on my Project Use It Up hiatus, here's a card to fragrances I wore this week or the past couple of weeks whenever I filmed that. It's gonna be a work in progress with this one. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a difficult time because this is a love and hate fragrance. Next up, I put in a couple of gourmand fragrances. I love gourmands in the spring and summertime. I don't know what it is. I love it year round, but I feel like I haven't used a gourmand fragrance in such a long time that I'm craving to use it. This one right here is Berry Waffle Cone. It has sweet summer berries, golden waffle cone, and creamy vanilla. It smells literally like a waffle with berry. It's so good. But it's not like pumpkin pecan waffles where it's super strong. The starting point is right here. I know for sure I'm gonna get through this done the whole way. I love using the Fine Fragrance Mist too. Such an amazing gourmand fragrance. Another lotion I have that I want to get through is this Cotton Candy Clouds lotion. I've been using my Boardwalk Taffy body creams because I don't want them to expire because lotions have a longer shelf life. This has spun sugar, pink berries, whipped vanilla. Think of it as like a cotton candy flavor. It's like the closest cotton candy fragrance that you will get, but it does have more of like this taffy note rather than cotton candy. It smells really good. I really enjoy it. So here's the starting point. It hasn't been used yet. The next body lotion I have is Forever Red. I didn't use Forever Red a lot in the winter time because I was a little down in the dumps, but I'm going to use it in the springtime. It smells so good. This is like a perfect year-round fragrance. I will tell you guys, this is going to be like my special evening type of fragrance, but nonetheless, I will probably use this a lot on the weekends as well. It's filled to the brim. I haven't used this one yet, but I think I have used this in the body cream. That's why I'm like confusing myself, but it's such a great fragrance. I am so excited. Right at the brim, haven't used yet. The next lotion that I have is Fresh Gardenia. I've been really enjoying this one. I recently started using it, but I'm gonna put the starting point right here. And this is so good. It has white gardenia, spring rain, blue hyacinth, and cotton musk. It's a nice, fresh, floral fragrance. It's almost like Magnolia Charm, but a little bit more floral than fresh. It's really good. Definitely recommend. And the last lotion that I want to get use out of, these two are actually going to be really hard. This is Cactus Blossom. I showed you guys the shower gel, but I don't know if I'll get through either this one or the Forever Red, and they're both in the Fawcetted collection, but these are both perfumey fragrances. This one's more of like a daytime perfumey, and the Forever Red's more of like any time around, but I could like switch it up if I wanted to. I'm not sure how the progress will go for these. These are both filled to the brim, by the way. Here's the Cactus Blossom, filled to the brim. This is gonna be hard for me, and that's why I decided to add them, because why not add both? But then that might hinder my progress for other, I don't know, we'll see. We will see how these two products go, but that is what I'm worried about with those two products, if I'm gonna either use one more than the other. Next up, we have body creams. This right here is Pink Tie-Dye. I really want to get this finished up, especially before I move out. I don't have a hate towards Pink Tie-Dye, but I feel like there could be something worth more to continue to live on in my collection. You know what I'm saying? I think that this is a good fragrance, and that's why I am going to use it, because it is perfect for the springtime, but I think that it could have more depth to it. Here is the starting point. I like to have background stories every time I show you guys a product. Another product that I want to use up is a Boardwalk Taffy body cream. So I will be using these like coincide together, the Cotton Candy Clouds lotion and the Boardwalk Taffy body cream. It's going to depend on my mood if I want a thicker body care routine that day or a thinner, light, and refreshing one. But either way, I love this fragrance so much. It's so good. The starting is right here. This is a new bottle. I recently finished one back in the fall, I think, or in the summer, and I really enjoyed it. I went through it like it was water. This right here is a brand body cream that I haven't showed you guys before. My sister actually gave me this a while back. This is Victoria's Secret's Pure Seduction La Creme, and this has caramel apple and soft gardenia. I really like Pure Seduction. It's a really nice fragrance, especially in the La Creme. The La Creme is like a lot lighter, but less headache inducing, because sometimes the original one can be really headache inducing, but I didn't even line this at all. I can see the line right here, so I'm going to put it at the highest. Oh my god, I did line it. It's like around here. I've been trying to do cute thin lines, but I really like seeing the thick lines because my vision, right? Okay, but it's around this height right here, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think that's how it came in. I think my sister used this a little bit and then she gave it to me, but I've only used this one time to test out the formula, and the formula is a lot thinner than the Bath and Body Works body creams, but it's almost, if not similar, it's a little bit more tacky than the Bath and Body Works lotions. It smells good though. The next body cream that I want to get used up is Champagne Sprinkles. I love Champagne Sprinkles. This is a love or hate fragrance. It smells like raspberry icing sprinkles to me, and it's right here. I have used this a couple of times though, so I do want to get more use out of my body creams though, but it's funny because there's more body lotions. But to be real with you guys, I like to use body cream in the winter time or like in the colder months, but it has been a little bit cold, so I'm going to try to get this used up. Next up is a body cream that my grandma actually gave me. She knows that I make YouTube videos, so she sometimes likes to give me products that she gets from like medical supplies. So this is the Lucky Super Soft Body Cream Aloe Vera. This is my second bottle of it, and I actually used like a whole bottle of it last year during the springtime, and I really enjoyed it, especially for the times where I want like a nice fresh and clean fragrance, nothing too strong, no fragrance at all, but I'm still using some products. I think you can get this on Amazon for $6. Oh, it's a little bit thick. It's been a while since I've used it, but it is thin though, so you guys can see that it's pretty thin. It's really nice and breathable though. The starting point is right here, around here somewhere. Yay, I want to get through this and use it up. Next up, I have honeysuckle peach tea. I'm going to pair this with the shower gel. This is something I want to start using. The starting point's right up here, so if I can make a dent out of it in any sort of way, that would be really good. And lastly, I have blueberry sugar pancakes, and the reason why I have blueberry sugar pancakes in this project Use It Up is because I never reach for it. And it's not because I don't like the scent, it's because it's really hard for me to crave blueberry fragrances, and I wish I craved blueberry fragrances, but that's why it's in this project, so I can use it up and have a reason to use it up. And I do have a backup of the fine fragrance mist, so I don't mind using like a regular lotion and then using a fine fragrance mist on top of it. Right at the top. I think I've used this like one time. Next up, we have my fine fragrance mist, the last category. Yay, you have made it this far to the video. This is one of my favorite sections of the video. I have put around 17 fine fragrance mists in this project, but I do want to show you guys that I do go through my fine fragrance mist very quickly. And here's an example. I wanted to use up this Bodycology Sweet Love. This is also in the project, but as you guys can see, it's very low. And I started using this around 4 to 5 days ago, concentrating on this product solely alongside with Pure Wonder. I paired this with Pure Wonder. It's an okay combo fragrance, I'm not gonna lie, because Sweet Love has sweet florals and whipped cream, while Pure Wonder has no cream in it at all to me. But I brought this on a girls trip and I used this up so much, and this is like a really nice floral creamy fragrance, and it's not too strong, which is really good for beginners. But as you guys can see, I went from here to all the way here in the last 4 to 5 days, and I go through body mist like water. I love to layer my fragrances to make sure they last. This one has like a medium to low throw though. Sometimes with Bodycology, their fragrances don't last as long, unfortunately, but they are really affordable. Another fine fragrance mist that I want to use up is Midnight Swim. I know that they're going to always release out new fresh and clean fragrances, and I actually didn't really like Midnight Swim, but I really do enjoy it. But this is like the only bottles that I have of it, and that's okay because they always release fragrances that are like almost similar to each other. But this has Blue Waters, Beach Flower, and Fresh Coastal Air. I didn't even measure this because I was going to do a fresh and clean video after this one, but here is what it looks like. The starting point's right over here. Not too bad. This actually lasts a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wore this before my trip, and I didn't bring it to the trip, but I smelled it till like nighttime. It's really good. It lasts really well in the clothes. I forgot to show you guys the lotion, but here is where it was previously, right here, and now we're right here. I think I'm going to keep that line though because I did recently line it, so you guys will see in the future if I finish this up or not. It's a really nice aquatic musky fragrance in my opinion. Really good. For this upcoming fine fragrance mist, my goal is to not actually finish it, but to have as like a buffer for when I don't want to use the other main fragrances in this project Use It Up. It doesn't make sense, but it kind of does to me. This is Marigold and Cane Sugar. I have no way intent to actually use this up, but if I do end up using it up, that's gonna be good. So it's right up here. This is more of like a intro to fall fragrance, but it smells really good though. I don't know why. This has Golden Citrus, Sunshine Marigold, Cane Sugar, and Warm Amber, and I think it'll be really nice to use within the times I don't want something sweet or too fresh. It's gonna be like a nice soft floral, but it's a little bit warm. It's a warm floral. I also have honeysuckle peach tea for fine fragrance mist. It's right up here. So I'll be using the whole trio throughout this project, Use It Up. I also have cactus blossom. I want to get use out of this one. It's right up here, same as the honeysuckle peach tea as you saw beforehand. There is a long ways to go with this, but I'm looking forward to get some cactus blossom use within the 2 months. I also have Forever Red, and this one is right in the middle. I couldn't really tell because this packaging is very, very thick. I kind of measured it like this, and then I did that, and then I flipped it back. So that's where we are at for the starting point. This is also a buffer fragrance that I really do want to get use out of, but I really like it to the point where I want to keep it. This is Snowy Citrus Swirl. It's like an orange dreamsicle. It smells so good, you guys, but I'm at right here, right in the middle, a little bit lower to the middle. I love it so much. It smells like orange dreamsicles, like the ice cream. It smells so good. And I wish they brought something out again like this. They might do it again for the summer. This is gonna be a really good, like, hot weather fragrance. I don't really like citrus fragrances, but when they do it in a gourmand way, like a creamy ice cream way, it's so good. Okay, this is really good. I'm looking forward to get some use out of that one. I also have Blooming Garden. It's right here. I'm hoping to get at least in the middle. This is a very strong fragrance. A little bit of this goes a long way, so we shall see. We shall see. Next up is Blueberry Sugar Pancakes. I have a backup of this, so I really want to push myself to use this all the way up. It's right here at the starting point. Not too bad. It's around a little bit higher. I probably used this at least once. I did do a blueberry shower routine. You can watch it right here if you want. I'll put the cards up. You're welcome. I have, this is so embarrassing. This is Boardwalk Taffy. This is my second bottle of it that I have used. And this is a different cap because I couldn't find the cap to it. But here's the progress lines. It's from here, and I will probably get through this within like 2 uses. That's how fast I go through it. And when that's done, I'm going to use Cotton Candy Clouds. This one's a little bit lighter than Boardwalk Taffy, but I do have a couple in the Fine Fragrance Mist. So that is right up here. Next up is Champagne Sprinkles. Oh my goodness, Champagne Sprinkles is so good in the mist. I think I have a backup of this, but it's right here. It's like a quarter, a fifth used. We'll say that. It's a fifth of the way used. Maybe it is a quarter. And another one that I have here is Pink Tie-Dye. We have it all the way kind of like a little bit used, maybe like a sixth of it used, not too much, but it's right at nearly the top. The next one I have here is Berry Waffle Cone. I sprayed a lot of this last summer. It smells really good. Like a nice cone, waffly berry cone. It's all the way here. Not too bad. The next one I have is Victoria's Secret's Pure Selection La Creme. I think I have a backup of this, so I want to get through this one as much as I can. It's right at the tippy top. It is. And the thing about Victoria's Secret fragrances, to me, it can be a hit or miss, but this one does last pretty well. I will say that. It's really good. So I'm going to be using this alongside the body lotion. I have a Victoria's Secret pink fragrance, and this is Gumdrop the Beat. I feel like this would be really fun, kind of like as a buffer fragrance as well. This has pink gumdrops and juicy mandarin, and it's right at the top. I really think it's really going to be fun because of the packaging. It's giving like this huge spring summer vibe, and it's going to put me in the mood and make me feel happy. So it's right at the top. I think I've used this at least like once or twice before, so I want to get some use out of it. And the last Fine Fragrance Mist, whew, we've made it, guys. This is a Bodycology's Raspberry and Daisy. I used this last spring and it was so good to use. It has ripened raspberry and daisy petals, and it has like a clean fragrance alongside with raspberries. So it's not too fruity, but it's not too clean. It's like right in the middle. Honestly, I could see myself using this a lot. Actually, when you spray it, it's more raspberry. I'm lying to you guys, but here is the starting point right here. And as you guys have seen, the Sweet Love got a lot of love, so I will be able to get through this in no time. I really like using Bodycology fragrances for my clothes more so than my body. To me, it sticks better on my clothes than on my skin. So that was my entire introduction to my spring 2022 project Use It Up. Anyways, let me know down below if you have anything that you are going to use up within the spring season. I would love to hear it down below, what you guys are going to be using. And that is basically everything for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I know a lot of you guys have been anticipating another project Use It Up. So we shall see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.